College football Saturday. This is Johnny Detroit. Let's get right to the action. We got the good and the bad. With one college football game last night and all the pregame pros, obviously there's going to be a good and the bad. And the good is Tony George. He had Louisiana Monroe, UL Monroe last night over Baylor in a total shootout. And on the flip side, Scott Spreitzer had Baylor. I guess you could say it was backdoor cover versus non-backdoor cover. As they went back and forth scoring, Louisiana Monroe was winning. Baylor came back, took the lead. Then they scored again. Louisiana Monroe scored a touchdown at the end to cover the game last night, costing Scott his win, but on the flip side, giving Tony and his clients a victory. To the great Marco D'Angelo's MLB mismatch game on Houston, easy winners. They win 7-1. Now listen to this. Over the past 28 days, Marco is 30-13 across all sports, and he's picked up 32.96 units. And the important thing about that is the fact that's based off 1, 2, and 3 unit rankings. This isn't other sites or some dude on Twitter that fires some 50-star lock of the week because he's getting buried on all those other plays, and then he hits some 50-star lock, and then he could brag he's up units. Our guys, the most they could release is a 3-unit play. So Marco's picked up close to 33 units with a max bet. And if you look at his homepage, he doesn't fire triple dimes a lot. Marco has a lot of 1- and 2-dimers. So he's done that with a lot of hard work and great handicapping. That being said, Marco has his college football game of the month today. Marco is 13-3 so far in the regular season and NFL and college combined. I've made Marco my slash today. His 7- and 30-day packages are discounted. Take a look at the cost of his game of the month, and then look at his 7- and 30-day with the discount. I took 20% off the price, and the best part is the countdown doesn't begin till tomorrow, but you get access starting today. That's right. If you buy today, you'll get the game of the month absolutely free, and your 7- and 30-day countdown won't start ticking down until tomorrow. Who else today am I looking at for you early birds? Scott has a big play on the early game. His face is up and smiling in the feature spot, but for the rest of the day, Mike Cook has his college football and his mixed martial arts game of the year in one package. Check out Mike Cook. Brian Leonard, he's won 14 of his last 15 max selections the past 2 years. He's considered not only in our industry, but in Las Vegas to the grinding betting professionals as the best MAC guy in the country, and he proves it year in and year out. Brian is winning at the MAC. Even before I was owner of Pregame, Brian Leonard in the industry was known as the MAC expert, and he's proving it yet again. He has a big MAC game of the week going on Saturday. Vegas Runner has his football and fights package up. You get a 3-star in college football and a 3-star in the UFC. You can find that over at PregamePros.com. Don't forget, expires Monday at midnight. The Jumbo Bulk Dollar Package, $500 gets you $1,000 in pregame credit. $500 will get you $1,000 in credit to spend any way you choose, any increment, no expiration. You could use it to buy one of those NFL packages that's expiring Monday at midnight. You could use it to buy a 7-day, a 30-day, daily best bets. Your choice. Any questions on this, email me at johnny@pregame.com. Pregame.tv. Speaking of pregame, even those videos all about pregame. Talking handicappers, we're talking bulk dollars. If you want some great free information, Pregame.tv. The boys this week did 10 videos after last night's game. I think it's down to the 9. There's 3 best bets total at Pregame.tv. The pregame pros go to the pregame studios, and it's not a video with them screaming into a TV telling you to call for some free selection, where then they try upselling you for $1,000 saying, if you want this easy winner, just give me that credit card number. No, it's like ESPN for sports gambling. It's great information. And Tony George was in Vegas this week, so he did some of the videos, so I definitely would check that out. Over at the community of PregameForums.com, there's a great post going around called Fading the Public, where everyone's giving their 2 cents. And just before I went on to do the video, I jumped in and gave my opinion, so definitely check that out. And you go to PregameForums.com. Free selection for today comes from Joe Gavazzi. He's the master of the Ask Judge Joe thread. I love that. You can go in and actually ask a professional gambler any question you choose. And as long as you provide your analysis and reasoning of why you are asking the question, Joe will jump in and give his 2 cents absolutely free. Joe's free play today is Vanderbilt plus 15.5 against Georgia. He feels the Vanderbilt defense, they've averaged 13 points, giving up and only 248 yards, that they should keep this close enough to cover that spread. You could read the complete analysis over at PregamePros.com. In the right-hand nav, clicking the Free Picks tab. To close out the video, to all of you newbies, So all the media, the radio, the press, the pregame has going on every single day. We got tons of new eyeballs who've never been to pregame. Yes, we sell picks. That's how we pay the bills, but 95.99% of the site is absolutely free. Here's some great tools. Sportsbook Spy. We take live, authentic data feeds from multiple sportsbooks, and we let you know who the public is betting on. You can find that at sportsbookspy.com. The Pregame Warrior. We have feeds, steam, injuries, lineup changes, absolutely free updates every couple minutes. The Pregame Forums have some of the best private community users in the industry. You can tell by the amount of views, the amount of replies. These are the guys that are endorsed by their peers, and that's some of the best information you could find. If you have a question about money management, you have a question about one of your games, you name it, there's going to be somebody who's going to jump in and give you some help. It's one of the best communities in the game. Pregame podcast, you could listen to the overnight show that we have here on ESPN Radio in Las Vegas. You got the Gil Alexander podcast, which are always great to listen to, and you can find that in the podcast section of the website. As I said, we have Pregame.tv, where each and every week the pregame pros go to the studio. They film videos breaking down all of the games and giving you free picks on all of the selections. Our odds page, real-time odds for multiple sports books. You could double-click the lines to see the timestamps of when lines changes, has the scores across multiple sports. And also, last but not least, if you don't want to buy picks and you don't want to go in the forums, you can click the Streaks tab. You could also click the Pregame Pros page, click Free Picks on the right-hand side, and check out tons of free picks from tons of free pros. That's going to do it from Johnny Detroit. I'm back Sunday. From me to you, best of luck.